Hi, today I'd like to talk about our sleeping situation. We co-sleep with our kids. We're proud of it. We're not proud of it. I don't know. I think we're proud of it.
Proud and ashamed at the same time.
Right. But before we talk about the co-sleeping, I want to talk about the sleeping situation as through my eyes. All right, let me draw this out for you. Okay, so if this is the bed, that's the pillow. When I was single, this was me. I had a lot of real estate, and that made me very happy. I was a very happy person. A lot of real estate on the bed, no one to share it with. You know, it was just spacious. After marriage, this is Sheena. Still very happy. And this is me way on the side. So if you cut it up, if you cut up what we're talking about, it is about 10% for me, and then is 90% for Sheena. That's kind of how it worked.
I won't argue with that.
But it is what it is, you know, like no big deal. We survived. The first kid comes along. And for the first 5 months, I think...
Oh, they were angels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. First, both kids, first 5 months in the crib, little angels.
Right.
Then they get to the age where they can pull themselves up and start hitting their head on the rail and saying, wah, wah, mommy, daddy, wah.
Right. I think our mistake was the crib was in our room. And so like they could see like from the crib to the main bed and saying, where are y'all? How come I'm not in there? And so that's just kind of how it panned out. When Layla got into our bed, this is what it looked like. Pillow, pillow. This is me again. And then now this is Sheena. She's got 10%. And this is Layla. Tiny little girl. Had a lot of the real estate.
Don't forget, sometimes she was like...
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes she is here. Sometimes she is here.
No, but that's small. Like, she literally took up that much of the bed.
That's true, yeah. So she was like, they get bigger, takes up a lot of the bed. Just a lot of real estate.
And her feet were usually by one of our heads.
Right. Or in my rib. There's a foot right there. And her smiling real big. It was a interesting situation, and it kind of stays that way if we all try to share a bed. When Ezzy came along, I was basically out altogether. This is typically Sheena, and then one kid right here, one kid right here, and then I'm
not necessarily. Right, well, for a while it was me, Sajan, and then either the two kids in the middle or Ezra here, and then Layla was at the foot of the bed many nights. But then one day the air conditioner went out downstairs, so we all had to sleep upstairs. So one parent was with one kid in one room and one parent was with another kid in the other room, and we realized, man, they sleep a lot better when they're not in the same room, because in our bed at bedtime they would just jump around and rile each other up.
Right.
So we had them in separate beds for a while. Now we've gotten to the point, so we're not both tied down at bedtime, where one of us will put them both to bed in the same bed. And on my good days, I put them to bed and I get up and I go do stuff. But most days I probably fall asleep with them. And if I'm lucky, I'll wake up later and get up.
Typically when it's my day to do it, I put them down and I'm pretty good about staying awake. They fall asleep, I get up and I go do stuff or whatever, and then I sleep in the other room. So they essentially sleep in the bed by themselves. But even then, in the middle of the night, they'll be like, Mommy or Daddy. And then one of us we're too sleepy, so we don't want to like waste time saying, okay, go to sleep, and then go back again. So we just end up staying with them anyway.
Or they'll crawl in with us.
Right. And so here's the thing. The co-sleeping thing, here's my theory on it. There's going to be a time in life when they're like, I don't want to hang out with you anymore, Dad, or I don't want to sleep in the same bed, or blah, blah, blah. So when that time comes, it'll naturally come. Just let it be, right? Like, it's going to happen. It's going to eventually happen. So I'm like, all right, it's a little bit crowded or whatever, but at least we got each other, so it's kind of nice.
I think we've missed out for the last 6 years on free evenings, for as much free time as we could have had if we just put the kid down to bed and, you know, and then we were free. But what we gained was we've had a lot of quality time in the evenings, like touch time, snuggle time. So that's been nice.
Right. So that's our take on it. What's your take? What do y'all do? Do you co-sleep? Do you just send your kids to bed? How does that work out for you? Comment below. Let us know what you're thinking.
And I don't think we even have a preference. This is just how it worked out for us.
Yeah.
We're jealous of our friends whose kids sleep in their own room and, you know.
On command. Like, all right, time to go to bed. And they just walk over to their bed.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
We're cool either way you do it.
Right. Bye.